Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gifford Gymnasium. We're in tonight's North Bergen Interscholastic League matchup. The visiting Bergenfield Bears will take on your Wayne Hills Patriots. I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Aaron Ploshnick. So guys, Wayne Hills, they've been struggling this season. They're 3-11 coming into today's game, and they had a rough 20-point loss at Mawa in their last game. What do the Patriots have to do tonight to get back on the winning track?
Well, they have to get momentum started because this Saturday they play against the DePaul Catholic Spartans in the Passaic County Tournament, and they're a very strong team, so they have to get some momentum in order to get some energy. I mean, they've really been lifeless. I mean, at 3-11, you know, as bad as it seems, they are that bad, and they just need to get back on track. They're a young team. You can't take that away from them, but they got a ways to go.
Absolutely. They have a very young team going now, but I think what they need to focus more on is keeping the ball with Steve Lacarica and Joe Russo. They've been solid for them all season so far, and they just need to make sure that each other integrate more into the game. Russo's the spark plug for this team. He can get this team going with threes all the time, and if they get on those runs, they can be unstoppable at certain points in the game.
Just like you guys mentioned before, this Patriots team does not have any seniors on this team, so it's a very young team. They have about 6 or 7 sophomores on the team, so it's definitely a rebuilding year for the Patriots. They've had a couple of tough wins this year, but they've also had a lot of games where they've lost by like 20 or 30 points, and they haven't been in games. Like in the first quarter, they've been blown out of games, and then they haven't been able to get back into games because it's hard to climb back into games when you're down by 20 points in the first or second quarter.
Yeah, I think they're gonna eventually learn as season progresses, as they grow older. Yes, you said a lot of them are sophomores, which means they have at least one more year of maturing before their senior season, and I'm sure that down the road this team could end up being very good.
Thank you, Aaron and Andrew. And now let's send it over to public address announcer, Ernie Mezzi.
For this afternoon's NBIL basketball game between the visiting Bears of Bergenfield High School and the home team Patriots of Wayne Hills. And the NBIL continues to remind us with the following announcement: spectators are required to remain in the stands at all times. Additionally, NBIL regulations state that any negative comments directed at opposing cheerleaders, players, coaches, or officials, as well as opposing spectators, are unacceptable and will be cause for immediate ejection from this gymnasium. We are also reminded that state law has designated this a smoke-free campus. Accordingly, smoking is not permitted on school property. The NBIL and the administrators of both schools encourage supporting the team of your choice while respecting the opposition. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. The officials in this afternoon's game are Dave Eichhorst and Kevin Montalbano. And introducing the coaching staffs for the visiting Bears, head coach Bob Ragassa and his assistant Josh Aronowitz. And for the Patriots, head coach Dr. Jim Dr. Jim Catalano and his assistant John Goldstein and Walt Johnson. And now for the starting lineups for the Bears. Junior guard number 10, Marcus Malloy, number 10. Junior guard number 21, Amaris Hernandez, number 21. Sophomore guard, number 13, Travis Villavolpe, number 13. Sophomore guard, number 12, Steve Lacarica. Joe Russo, number 41. And junior forward, number 24, Jeremiah Gayo, number 54. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise as we honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome back here to the Gifford Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Aaron Ploshnick, and you're watching the boys basketball team take on the Bergenfield Bears. I talked to assistant coach John Goldstein today, and he gave me his keys to the game. He said we have to hold Bergenfield under 50 points. We aren't a huge scoring team, and we really need to play defense. He said Travis Volpe, the sophomore point guard, number 13, he needs to give them at least 6 to 8 points in this game, and also they really have to play good defense down low and stop the Bergenfield Bears' low post game. Chris Lala to jump up for the Patriots against number 13, Jerome Prosper, the senior center for Bergenfield. Bergenfield comes into the game at 4-12. Wayne Hills at 3-11. Bergenfield controls the tip. Number 10, Marcus Malloy. Malloy down low. Ball cannot be handled by number 22, Bustos, as they're going to call a jump ball. Actually, sorry about that. That was Akeem Carlisle. And now Aaron Ploshnick. So now you played against this Bergenfield team when you were a freshman at the freshman level. Tell us about some of these players that you played against.
Well, I also played at the JV level against these guys. A lot of these guys are our age, juniors, and they're very good at running, gunning. You'll see a lot of fast breaks during the game against the slower Wayne Hills team, and I think it could lead to a lot of in the paint points as well with their big guy, the senior.
As a traveling violation was just called. Aaron, touching on your point about fast breaks, the first game that we did this year against Ramsey ran the fast break religiously all the time against this Wayne Hills team, and Wayne Hills could not get back on defense, so they really need to get back on defense if they want to come out with a W.
I agree totally. Wayne Hills has a problem with running, with gunning teams. And if they can try and keep pace with Bergenfield today and hold them under that 50 points, like you said, Goldie said, then you could see a lot closer game because you have the game breakers in Lacarica and Russo.
As Hernandez puts back the Carlisle miss. So Bergenfield gets the first basket of the game, and they're up 2-0. Lala to Kale. Kale looking down low, doesn't find anyone open. Russo trying to penetrate. Kale behind the arc to Del Volpe. Del Volpe to Lala. Russo fires the three. Board it! Joey Russo, a three-point goal from his neighborhood as the Wayne Hills Patriots get on the board and take a 3-2 lead.
Now, that's something that we didn't see last game when we did the game against Ramsey. Russo was constantly denied the ball, but now when he gets open, you know the kid can shoot.
Bergenfield down low as number 13, Marcus Malloy with a nice reverse layup. So now Bergenfield goes back on top 4-3. But getting back to Joey Russo taking the three-point shot and making it, John Goldstein, the assistant coach, said, our team has lived and died with the three-point goal. So Wayne Hills, they really have to try to take the short mid-range jumpers and try to drive a little bit more.
Sorry, Dave. Because Wayne Hills is smaller than a lot of other teams, they tend to rely on the arc to make or break their plays because they're a small team, and losing Scott Schultz in the midway through the season, they've tried to fill that spot with Chris Lala, but he just really can't do that sometimes.
As Del Volpe is fouled by number 13, Jerome Prosper. As I believe it will be a side out. 5:39 remaining in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Aaron Ploshnick. Russo fires a baseline three, board it! Joe Russo's second three-point goal of the game, and the Patriots take a 6-4 lead.
And just what I said, I mean, you cannot give him any space because he's most likely going to drain his threes.
As Bustos takes a long three. Good play there by number 21, Amaris Hernandez to get the rebound. As the pass by number 10, Marcus Malloy, is picked off by Lacarica.
There's your spark plugs, Lacarica and Russo. Just keep giving the ball to him. He's going to send him on a run. Watch this.
Lacarica, when he's on with his shot, he could really shoot, but that also opens up the lanes for him to drive to the hole. Lacarica penetrates as the pass to Lala is out of his reach. No foul is called as Bergenfield will take over possession.
That really looked like a foul. I'm surprised nothing was called there. Maybe a tripping violation.
Bustos take up the ball for the Bears. Hernandez looking for room, back to Bustos. Bustos fires a three, it's good. Bernard Bustos, a three-point goal as Bergenfield takes the lead 7-6.
And the Patriots, now that they're in the 2-3 defense, they do have to step up for those shots to deny them. But otherwise, Bergenfield's going to hit them all night.
Well, Bustos has been pretty aggressive so far. His first shot, he just came down the floor and took a three and missed, but that one, he drained it. Lacarica maneuvering. Lacarica pump fakes, pass it to Del Volpe. Del Volpe down low to Kale. Kale goes up and he's fouled. Jeremiah Kale will most likely get 2 shots. Let's see what the call is. And it will be a shooting foul, so 2 shots for Jeremiah Kale.
Jeremiah Kale sometimes has problems at the line, so it'll be interesting to see if he worked on his foul shot during the week.
First to 2 for Kale. As the first one goes in and out, no good.
Apparently not.
Well, he just didn't get the lucky roll there.
That's correct.
Second free throw on the way. Bergenfield leading 7-6. As Kale drains the second free throw and ties the game at 7. Malloy to take up the ball for the Bears. Bustos back to Malloy. Malloy looking to go down low. As the pass is picked off by Joey Russo. Russo down the floor. Nice pass to Travis Del Volpe as he puts it off the glass for the deuce.
Bergenfield gets a taste of their own medicine with the run and gun being played against them. They just couldn't catch up to that. Russo made a magnificent pass down low to Del Volpe.
Bustos. Malloy, a three. In and out. Rebounded by Lala. Good job rebounding there by Chris Lala to snatch the rebound. Lacarica down the floor. Lacarica drives to the hole, and he is blocked. Good play on defense by Marcus Malloy. Malloy trying to run the fast break as the ball hits off the leg of Jeremiah Kale, and it's taken away by Russo. Russo to Lacarica. Lacarica. Good play there on defense by Jerome Prosper. Great job getting back on defense and blocking the shot.
An even better job there by Steve Lacarica to draw the foul, so he goes to the line for 2 easy free throws.
So Lacarica at the line for 2. The third free throw of the game attempted by Wayne Hills. So one of the keys for Wayne Hills, get to the line, take easy shots, and take high productive shots. Because if Wayne Hills could drive to the hole effectively and get shot opportunities, sometimes they'll get fouled and they'll get these free throws. First to 2 on the way. Lacarica drains the first shot.
He is money from the foul line. He has always been.
Well, he's a great shooter in general. Second to 2 free throws. 10-7 Wayne Hills. As Lacarica drains a pair from the line as the Patriots take a 4-point lead. 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
You know, if Lacarica was just a little bit taller, he might have a big future in college ahead of him, but he needs to grow.
Malloy. Good play on defense by Chris Lyle that take the ball away from number 22, Akeem Carlisle. Lacarica up the floor. Lacarica resets, trying to run the offense. Lacarica to Lala. Lala trying to make a move out to Russo. Russo, another three. Hits off the rim, no good as Russo falls down. Let's see what the call is. I believe he was fouled, and this is going to be 3 shots for Joey Russo.
Just a dumb play on defense. I mean, Joey Russo already missed a shot, and after the shot, he just ran into the defender. You can't do that.
You do not foul anyone when they are taking a three-pointer. In high school basketball, as the first of 3 is good from Joey Russo. But getting back to what I was saying, in high school basketball, you do not foul someone when they are taking a three-pointer. If they make it, good for them. But you do not give away 3 easy points in high school basketball.
One thing you saw there, that play was created by Chris Lalo rolling off his screen. And Russo popped out. He was open by the three-point line and got a nice look, even though he didn't make it.
So Joey Russo already has 8 points in the early going. Third of 3 free throws on the way, and Big Roos drains all 3 free throws, and he makes the Bergenfield Bears pay.
I think the key for Wayne Hills was getting started early, and it looks like they're doing that. They're going to establish a nice little lead here.
Bustos trying to run the offense for the Bears. Malloy, pump fakes, decides not to shoot. As Wayne Hills is playing swarming defense so far. As it's taken by number 43, Pedro Tapla. Bustos. As the shot is no good by Jerome Prosper. As they are going to call a foul, I believe, on Chris Lala.
Yeah.
Foul is on the
Pushed
floor.
off.
Wayne Hills faithful not happy about the call.
Loose ball foul. He's a very aggressive player, and unfortunately, it called against him this time.
Gene Santana take the side out for the Bears. Santana just checking into the game. Santana out to Malloy. Malloy trying to set up the Bears offense. Bergenfield down 14-7. Early deficit on the road for the Bears. Malloy takes a three. It's good. Marcus Malloy, a three-point goal, and Bergenfield draws to within 4 points.
Once again, they just broke the zone there. I mean, Patriots, I believe they're playing box and one. I'm not sure because I see sometimes they're playing man. But no, Malloy broke there wide open. He got the three that he wanted, and he hit it.
As Gayo is blocked. A great play on defense by number 43, Pedro Tapia. Malloy to Bustos. Bustos after Santana. Back to Bustos. Malloy fakes the shot. Malloy pulls up and drains it. Marcus Malloy has just been on fire in the early going. He has the last 5 points for Bergenfield, and Wayne Hills' lead is now down to 2. KL looking to go down low. Russo, back to Lala. Lala driving to the hole, and Lala banks it in. Put it on the board for Chris Lala.
He's very underestimated as a player, but Lala's a scrappy young kid, and he knows what he's doing down low in the paint.
Wayne Hills has really started to open up their offense from the last time we saw them against Ramsey.
They're playing better defense as well.
As Russo tips the pass from Santana, and it's taken away by Steve Lacarica. As that pass is tipped by Marcus Malloy, as Wayne Hills will still maintain possession. But Steve Lacarica was getting a little aggressive there, trying to really push the ball up the court and trying to tire this Bergenfield defense. As Brian Ogden checks into the game for the first time, replacing Jeremiah Kale.
There's your X factor right there, the switch between Brian Ogden and Jeremiah Kale, because Ogden can light it up if he gets it right. But he's really a firecracker, and you don't always know what you're going to get from him.
I'm not sure what the call was there.
Stepped out of bounds, I think.
Head coach Jim Catalano and assistant coach John Goldstein were questioning the refs on the call.
They said when he passed it in that he stepped over the line.
Yeah, and that's a violation. Less than 40 seconds here remaining in the first quarter. Wayne Hills leading Bergenfield 16-12. Malloy directing traffic. Malloy pump fakes. Malloy tries to drive to the hole. Good defense by Chris Law. It's deflected by Travis Delvolpe. Delvolpe to Lacarica, and Lacarica bakes it in.
How about that? The run and gun again. It's looking good.
Wayne Hills has done a fantastic job running the fast break today, and it's helped them out to a 6-point lead in the early going. Bergenfield probably will settle for the last shot. Under 10 seconds. Dombrowski back to Malloy. 4 seconds. Bergenfield has to get up a shot. Dombrowski, a three, air ball, as number 13, Jerome Prosper, tries to get off a shot before the buzzer, but to no avail. And after 1 quarter here at the Gifford Gymnasium, the Wayne Hills Patriots are defeating the Bergenfield Bears 18-12. Guys, what are your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, it's a game of defense, really, on the early going from the Patriots, and they're running the run and gun, which we haven't seen them this season because they're a very slow team, and you don't usually see that. They usually see them running the half court and taking threes, but Russo's been making the shots, and on the fast breaks and working for them, so whatever works.
And how about the defense from the Patriots? They're looking absolutely phenomenal. As a response to your box and one thought before, I'm seeing box and one as well as 1-3-1, which is a defense that's common when a team is bigger than you. So the 1-3-1 seems to be working, and they're pulling out your wingmen, and those are the guys that are getting the steals when who were the guards for the team that were in most of that time? Bustos was trying to make passes to the wings.
Well, also, the Bergenfield big men were not very sound at handling the ball inside the key, and the Wayne Hills guards were just swarming to the ball and taking the ball away. And Wayne Hills, with their fast guards, were able to get out on the fast break and create some scoring opportunities.
Bergenfield's going to need to find a counter to Wayne Hill's defense. Let's see what they come out with.
If you're just joining us, I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Aaron Ploshnick. You're watching Wayne Hills boys basketball on WHTV. The Wayne Hills Patriots are ahead of the Bergenfield Bears, 18-12. We are just about to get underway in the second quarter. As the teams get back on the floor.
This is Matt Dabrowski, number 5. He's a newcomer. Let's see what he can do.
Well, Dombrowski actually took the last shot of the first half.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, he took the 3, and then a putback attempt by number 13, Jerome Prosper, was unsuccessful.
Here's a pop.
Dombrowski, a 3-point goal off the front rim, no good. Good rebounding there, and it's put back in by number 43, Pedro Tapia.
Nice rebound there by Tapia. He just took the shot that Dabrowski took, just put it right back up because they're taller than Wayne Hills.
Wayne Hills does really not have much size besides Chris Lala. Lacarica to Lala. And
Wow.
he puts it in. Great passing display by the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Yeah, and I thought there was a foul there, too. I thought Lala should have gone to the free throw line, but I guess the ref thought otherwise.
Malloy, Dombrowski, down low. Good pass, and Big Bruce swats the ball away.
Wow,
as
what
he
a
stuffs
block.
Jerome Prosper.
That was a big block there by the Big Roos.
Joey Russo put that ball into the second seats.
Get that out of Big Roos's neighborhood. That's all I could say. Big Roos again on the defense, deflecting the pass in.
This kid looks like a wall. He's unbelievable.
Malloy at Dombrowski. Dombrowski pump fake. Malloy fires a 3. No good. Nothing but backboard on that one. Bergenfield gets the ball back. Prosper, I believe
Traveling violation.
it is traveling. I was going to call a charge on that one if I was wearing the white and black suit that the ref was wearing.
So now they're going to run a little press here.
Well, it makes sense to try to at least tire out the Wayne Hills guards because Wayne Hills has just been running the fast break tonight. Russo to Ogden. Ogden looking down low. Lacarica back to Ogden. Wayne Hills going around the horn here. Russo on the baseline. Russo makes a move. Russo fires a shot. No good. Rebounded by Ogden. Ogden, put back attempt, no good. Ogden again, no good. Russo, and he puts it off the glass, put 2 on the board for Joey Russo.
Wow,
as Wayne Hills takes a 22-14 lead.
That was scrappy. How about that? Wayne Hills just getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound and just putting it back, and Bergenfield has no answer.
No fouls called either, which is kind of surprising.
These refs are letting the kids play today. I think it's better that way.
As a shot by number 22, Akeem Carlisle hits off the front rim, no good, and it's rebounded by Chris Lala. Della Volpe up the court for the Patriots. Della Volpe against Dombrowski. Della Volpe makes a move, passes it to Lala. Lala juggles past at first, and he is blocked. But Lala puts it back up, and he hits the backboard, no good.
Yeah, Chris Lala has a little bit of a problem with right under the basket. He just not always successful putting that ball back, as he does for the Knights of the YMYWHA. He has some problems there too.
Dombrowski, baseline jumper, off the back rim, no good. Rebounded there by Malloy. Malloy fires a 3, it's good.
How about
Malloy had just been on fire from downtown today.
How about Marcus Malloy, man? That kid is a player. And he's only a junior, too. He's got 1 more year.
Well, Aaron, do you remember playing against him when you were on the freshman team and
Yeah.
also last year on JV?
You know, he's a new face to me. I don't see him. I'm missing one of the guys who I think is playing for their JV team now. I think he's Gene Santana's brother. He wore number 55 when he played against me. Kind of looks like number 33 does now, but it's not the same person.
4:36 remaining here in the first half. Wayne Hills defeating Bergenfield 22-17.
And
It's either is it a foul or back court?
That's a 5-second
5-second
second.
violation. 5 seconds.
He wasn't cross half court.
Yeah, no, he was,
No,
but it's 5
5-second
seconds. You can't hold the ball by yourself for 5 seconds if you're dribbling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If
Wow.
someone is in your face on defense and they call 5 seconds, it means you're holding the ball and you're stalling.
That's a
the
high
game.
school rule?
No, it's an
No,
NBA.
it's an NBA rule.
Yeah, NBA rule. And high school and in college.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Basketball
that.
in
Wow.
general. You can't just keep dribbling around. That's why when
Oh.
you see the ref moving his hands, that's the seconds he's calling.
Oh, well, Andrew, all I can say is you learn something new every day.
Yep.
Whether it's a stoichiometry or pre-calc in Donna Arabeck's class or English in Tony Kiernan's class, you learn something new every day.
Pam Burns.
Oh, Pam Burns, don't even get me started with chemistry.
How about
Chemistry was a
Linda
doozy.
Bakeman in physics?
As Kale puts it off the glass for the deuce, and Wayne Hill takes a 7-point lead. Now, Pam Burns is a great teacher and a great leader, but chemistry, that has to be some of the hardest stuff I've ever seen. And if I do that in 5 years, I still won't know how to do it. I was just lost. Dubrowski shoots a tray off the front rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Dubrowski down low to Tapia. Dubrowski, Bustos, a tray, no good. Put back attempt, no good by number 22, Akeem Carlisle.
Nice rebound, Brian. Ogden.
Lakarika fires a tray off the back rim, no good. Guys, in that situation,
Oh.
as Lakarika gets the ball back,
Oh boy.
as the
Oh,
pass
no.
was intended for Brian Ogden, but Ogden could not save it. But on that last play by Lakarika when he took the three, I know you just made a good play on defense, but that's where you slow the pace down. If you can't get a layup or get a high-quality shot, slow the pace down, wait for everyone to get down the court, and run your offensive sets.
You got to wait for your best option down there. You need some more guys there. It's a 2-on-1 in favor of Bergenfield there, and they needed some more guys down there.
I mean, Lakarika, he's been playing a great game so far, and he's played very disciplined. But on that last shot, and he'll admit it, that's a shot that he should have passed up. He just should have waited for everyone to get down the court.
But Lakarika's a big critic of himself, by the way. He always goes back.
Bustos, a tray, no good. As Lala falls down, she tries to get the rebound, but Bustos regains possession. Baseline jumper by Bustos, it's good. Bernard Bustos drains the baseline jumper as Bergenfield gets their 19th point and draws to within 5 points.
As I was saying, Mr. Lakarika likes to look at game film a lot.
Lakarika, stop and pop, it's good. Steve Lakarika has just had a great afternoon so far here at the Gifford Gymnasium.
He's able to adapt so quickly, Lakarika is.
Bergenfield down low. Number 22, Akeem Carlisle. Number 33 fires a jumper off the rim, no good. Good job rebounding there by Brian Ogden. I do not have a number 33 on my roster, unfortunately. So he'll just be known as number 33. As Kale gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. That was a great pass there by Steve Lakarika as he found Jeremiah Kale wide open, and now Kale to the line for two shots.
One thing I have noticed since the Ramsey game is the Patriots don't settle for outside shots as much. They're more into driving, getting to the hole, and getting to the basket, which is what you're supposed to do in basketball, and they've done a really good job of improving on that.
First a two from Kale off the side rim, no good. Definitely, Andrew, I agree with your point because in the Ramsey game, Wayne Hills, every time they went down the floor, it was either a layup, a drive to the hole, or a three-pointer. Now, when I talked to John Golson, he said they're really working on the pump fake from three-point land as the second free throw by Kale is off the back rim and stepping up and taking those mid-range jumpers.
I don't think the pump fake's a bad idea because people almost expect Wayne Hills to take the three by now because they've been doing it so often.
As foul be called on number 24, Jeremiah Kale, as he grabbed number 21, Maurice Hernandez's arm as he was driving to the hole. Hernandez to take the side out for the Bears. Nice pass by Hernandez as number 43, Pedro Tapia, puts the ball off the glass for the deuce.
I don't think Tapia was aware of the ball until it came into his hands.
Well, Wayne Hills have to do a better job of boxing out and making sure people can't get to the ball under the basket. That was too easy there for Tapia.
Definitely.
As Kale is fouled. The foul is on number 21, Maurice Hernandez. No, he got slapped in the arm, man. That's a foul.
Oh, that was a bad foul by Hernandez.
Definitely a bad foul. You don't need to give up a foul like that at this point in the game.
With 1:48 left, you're going to give him the option to 1-and-1 if you foul him one more time.
And I believe that's their sixth foul, 2 of the half, so penalty situation could be coming soon.
Right.
Russo to Ogden. Ogden fires a straightaway three, in and out.
That's not the first person I'd want to be taking my three.
Bustos down the floor as Jeremiah Kale does a great job getting down to intercept the pass. Ogden trying to run the fast break. Ogden to Lala. Lala puts it in. Chris Lala on the fast break finishes as Wayne Hills takes a 28-21 lead.
I like the up-tempo style they're playing as well.
I did.
Bustos, three-point goal. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Lala. No foul there called on Lala. I agree with the call. Lacarica down the floor as Lacarica is slapped on the arm by number 10, Marcus Malloy. And Lacarica will be visiting the charity stripe for 2.
You know, going back to Jeremiah Cahill, he has very good football instincts, and he just saw the ball fall right in front of him, grabbed it, threw it back down. Lacarica ran that back, and Lala put it in. Nicely executed play.
Well, before the injury to the quarterback Michael Giampapa this year, Jeremiah Cahill was playing cornerback this year, and he just did an excellent job shutting down all the top wideouts from North Jersey as Lacarica drains the first free throw, and Travis Del Volpe will check back into the game for the Patriots, replacing number 41, Joey Russo. 1 minute and 15 seconds here left in the first half. Wayne Hills defeating Bergenfield 29-21 as Wayne Hills is trying to hunt the Bears for their 4th win of the season. As the second free throw is good.
David, I think bear hunting is illegal in the state of New Jersey.
Well, I'm not really into this nature stuff as you are.
Well, I'm just saying I don't think
I'm
you're
more
allowed
into
to go.
like Mets baseball and following sports and doing well in school. I'm not really into hunting. That's not my thing. You know me.
You know, I'm a little bit more into hunting than I am into Mets baseball, I have to say.
Well, you're a Yankees fan, and quite frankly, you know, the Mets are the team in New York. But anyways, back to the action. As a nice play by Amoris Hernandez as he banks it off the glass for the deuce.
Let's see if Del Volpe can orchestrate the offense.
Under 45 seconds here left in the first half. Wayne Hills defeating Bergenfield 30-23. Del Volpe going against Dubrowski. Ogden back to Del Volpe. Del Volpe tries to pass it. Good play there by Dubrowski to tip the pass. As Malloy will reset the offense for Bergenfield. Let's see if they try to settle for the last shot. So Wayne Hills tries to bring the trap. Dubrowski steps up. And he gets the roll. Dubrowski on the deuce. Less than 10 seconds left. Lacarica up the court. Bergenfield bringing the pressure. Lacarica dribbles through 3 defenders. Lacarica tries to go up and under. It's no good as the ball goes out of bounds.
0.7 seconds, so
It'll be Bergenfield ball with 0.7 seconds left on the clock.
Most likely no more points will be scored this half.
I wouldn't expect a shot unless they let the ball bounce. As the shot is fired by number 21,
they
Maurice
did not
Hernandez,
start the clock.
but they never started the clock. I think they're just going to end the half anyway. Let's see what the refs decide here.
They're very awkward.
And that is the end of the first half here at the Gifford Gymnasium as the Wayne Hills Patriots are defeating the Bergenfield Bears 30-25. Guys, what were your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I mean, it was a half that they really did a good job, the Patriots, containing the Bergenfield Bears, and they did a good job of, you know, playing good defense and playing an up-tempo style. I thought they did a very good job.
You know, I think Wayne Hills executed the run and gun much better than we've seen in past games. I think the defense has been stellar, and I think Steve Lacarica has really come through with his team with his passing. And I don't think Joe Russo scored a point after the early in the late in the first quarter, but he's been impacting so far. He has, what,
9 points.
9 points?
Yeah, actually, Big Roos had the first 3 of the game, I believe, for Wayne Hills.
He has 2 threes and the 3 foul shots. So we're going to get a talk from John Goldstein, too, in a moment.
John Goldstein, it was very nice of him to come up to us and talk to us before the game, tell us what was going on with the team, his keys to the game and stuff. So he will join us very shortly. We'd like to thank Aaron Ploshnick for joining us in the first half.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure, guys, and I hope to be doing more basketball
you very
games
much,
and
Aaron.
football games with you in the future. So we're going to pass it over to John Goldstein right now.
And now we will be joined by the junior varsity coach and the assistant coach for your Wayne Hills Patriots, John Goldstein. So, Coach, you're up by 5 here against Bergenfield. You've been taking high-quality shots. You've been getting to the free throw line. What do you have to do to hold on to your lead against the Bears?
Well, we have to continue playing defense. Our goal was to keep them under 50 for the game to have a chance to win. Right now they're at 25. So you multiply 25 times 2, that puts them right on the number that we're trying to hold them to.
Goldie, your up-tempo style is different than earlier in the season when you were selling for the three-point shot. What have you guys done to work on just getting to the basket more?
Well, we're doing a lot of work in practice, trying to attack the basket, get ourselves on the free throw line. We're a pretty high percentage shooting team from the free throw line. We're pretty confident if we can get Steven or Joe to the foul line. I think our free throw shooting percentage the first half is pretty good. I don't know what it is, but I know we haven't missed too many.
Coach, thank you very much. Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot, guys.
That was the assistant coach and junior varsity coach for your Wayne Hills Patriots, Coach John Goldstein. As this is the end of the first half here at the Gifford Gymnasium, the Wayne Hills Patriots are defeating the Bergenfield Bears 30-25. We'll be right back after a short break.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gifford Gymnasium, where the Wayne Hills Patriots lead the Bergenfield Bears 30-25. I'm Jason Oliphant alongside David Suntup and Andrew Gayo. Guys, Bergenfield ended the first half on a 4-0 run to cut the deficit to 5. What does Wayne Hills need to do in order to maintain this 5-point lead?
Well, Wayne Hills has done a great job finding easy shots in this game. They need to continue to attack the basket, get to the hole, and get to the foul line, because Wayne Hills has been very successful from the free throw line in this game. And John Goldstein said their goal is to hold Bergenfield under 50 points, and so far they're doing a pretty good job on defense.
Yeah, that they are doing a very good job on defense, but most importantly on the offensive side, the shots will come. They will open up, but they will be set up only if the Patriots keep driving to the basket, which they have. So if they keep doing that, they'll be in good shape.
Also, guys, the play of Joey Russo has sparked this Wayne Hills offense. 11 points, had 3 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer, and just Wayne Hills perfected their offensive drives. They perfected the flex. They were cutting to the basket well. Chris Lala had 6 points in the first half. A big offensive presence down low for the Wayne Hills Patriots. So hopefully Wayne Hills will maintain this lead.
So guys, any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email the Wayne Hills TV Club at WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. Once again, that is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com.
Wayne Hills will start the ball here in the second half. Travis Delavolpe to inbound. Delavolpe inbound to Russo. Russo fakes the shot, back to Delavolpe. Delavolpe at center court to Steve Lacarica. Lacarica going from left to right, drives to the basket. Kale saves it back to Russo. Russo left wing. Russo drives. Pass is deflected and tipped by number 24, Bernard Bustos. Bustos drives. Bustos for 2. Yes.
Good job there by Bernard Bustos, running in transition and pulling off for the mid-range jumper.
Delavolpe to Lacarica to Kale, and Kale puts it in.
Kale had a nice little roll on that shot. It got him in the basket, so the Patriots, once again, they have to D up now, though. They're only up by 5.
Bustos left wing to Hernandez. Back to Bustos. Bustos to number 10, Marcus Malloy. And it's tipped by Jeremiah Kale, but they call a foul. It'll be on Bergenfield, so Wayne Hills has the possession.
Wow, in a moment, I'd like to give you tonight's trivia question, which is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. The question is, Wayne Hills has 3 victories on the season, as I believe they will call a blocking foul on number 13, Jerome Prosper. Back to the question. Wayne Hills has 3 victories this year, and in 2 of those games, they beat first-place teams. Name the 2 first-place teams that Wayne Hills has beaten this season.
Delavolpe inbounds to Russo. Back to Lala, and he can't finish. But rebounded by Lacarica, and they'll set it up again. Lacarica to Delavolpe. Delavolpe midcourt, guarded by Bernard Bustos. Delavolpe going from left to right. Delavolpe puts a move on Bustos, back to Lacarica.
On that last possession, good job by Wayne Hills finding Chris Lala, but he just couldn't finish right by the hoop. But good job there by Wayne Hills getting the offensive rebound, and now they have a chance to still get some points out of this possession.
Good job by Wayne Hills on this drive. They're moving the ball quite well. Lacarica, left wing to Delavolpe. Delavolpe brings it back to the top of the key. Delavolpe, right wing Russo. Russo puts up a 2, got it.
Joey Russo has just been on fire today at the Gifford Gymnasium. 2 trays, 2 deuces, and the 3 from the line.
Shot there by Marcus Malloy, no good. Rebounded by Lala. And Travis Delavolpe will set it up once again for the Patriots out of Wayne Hills. Delavolpe to wide open Russo for 3. Got it! Joey Russo, he has just been on fire in this game for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
It's not just been all the points that Russo has racked up today. It's the kind of shots that he's taking. He's taking quality shots. He's getting open. He's not taking too many threes. He's taking the shots when he has them, and he's making them.
He's also playing great defense as well.
Oh, yeah, that's stuff before, I forget who it was on, as the shot is missed. Good rebound by Prosper.
No good by Prosper there, but the referee is calling a foul. It'll be on Wayne Hills. I believe it's a push by Joe Russo. So Bergenfield will take it out of bounds. Bustos at the top of the key. Bustos to Hernandez. Hernandez back to Malloy. Malloy deflected by Kale, and Wayne Hills has it on the turnover. Kale back to Lockerica. Wayne Hills will look to push.
Lockerica, actually Kale, excuse me, has just been an absolute thief on defense today. Good thing he's not out in the real world, that's all I could say. Because on defense, he's just been stealing every pass that the Bergenfield Bears have tried to make.
No good layup there by Kale, but Russo puts it back in. Russo has just been everywhere on the court, hustling on both sides of the ball on offense and defense. Has a total of 17 points now with only 4:50 left here in the third quarter.
Great job there by Joey Russo, crashing the offensive glass and putting it back for the deuce. But Jeremiah Kyle, he's used to getting a lot of steals. Just think back to football, getting those interceptions and deflecting the passes. So it's a passion of his, let's put it that way.
Bustos to Malloy. Malloy down low to Tapia. And Tapia puts it in for two, so it's Wayne Hills 39, Bergenfield 29.
The Patriots can't have mental lapses there on defense because they're not going to win games if they keep doing that. And they're not going to win this game if they have mental lapses. But right now they're playing well, and they're playing reasonably good defense throughout the whole game.
Lockerica guarded by Hernandez. Lockerica left wing to Della Volpe.
Andrew, it's not just the defense. Wayne Hills has played pretty good defense, but it's also rebounding. They have to box out. They're not one of the bigger teams, so they're really going to have to box out in order to get a lot of rebounds.
Bustos will look to push for Bergenfield. Bustos to a wide open Prosper, but no good. But rebound by Tapia and just puts it in again. So the deficit is cut to 8 here at the Gifford Gymnasium.
Tapia just snuck up between Kale and Lala. One of them has to know where everyone is on the floor and box out.
Lala to a wide open Russo. Doesn't take the shot. Lockerica back to Russo for 3. No good. Rebound by Lockerica.
Great job there by Lockerica, hustling to the ball and keeping possession alive for the Patriots.
Lockerica to the top of the key to Della Volpe. Back to Lockerica. Lockerica dribbling to his right. Will set it up. Lockerica fakes the 3. Back to Russo. Russo top of the key to Lockerica. Lockerica puts up a 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound Lala, but there's a foul. It will be on Bergenfield. Wayne Hills will keep the possession arrow.
No, it'll be on Wayne Hills.
Excuse me, folks. It was on It was on Wayne Hills.
Wow, the moment. I'd like to give you the answer to tonight's trivia question, which is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. Before I give the answer, any of you guys have any guesses?
I have no clue.
I think it is Ramapo, and I think the other one. Give me 1 minute. Give me a second. Give me 10 seconds. Okay?
I'm counting in my head.
You're counting in your head? Ramapo and Indian Hills.
Well, Mr. Gayo, you are correct.
Oh, my God.
The question was, which 2 first-place teams did Wayne Hills beat this year? If you said Ramapo and Indian Hills, you are correct. I consider Ramapo a first-place team. They're tied with Northern Highlands at 7-3 in the league. But I think Northern Highlands has a tiebreaker because Northern Highlands beat the Green Raiders of Ramapo this year, at least on one occasion. Maybe twice. But anyway, back to the action. Back to Jason.
Checking in for Wayne Hills, Brian Ogden for Jeremiah Kale. Russo to inbound, back to Lockerica for 3. No good. Rebound by Lawless, deflected off his foot, and Bergenfield will take possession.
And the Patriots got to rebound a little better on the defensive side because now every time Bergenfield takes a shot, they miss, but then they grab their own offensive rebound. The Patriots had to do a better job boxing out.
Bustos going from left to right. Bergenfield taking their time on this offensive possession. Back to Bustos. Bustos going from his right to left. Bustos to Jerome Prosper. No good, but no, actually it will be Wayne Hill's ball.
That was a pretty feed there by Bustos to Prosper, but Prosper was just not in good position under the basket to have a good angle at the layup.
Bergenfield will go with the full court pressure. Della Volpe to a wide open Russo. Russo for 2. Yes, Joe Russo, 19 points on the game. Just having a fabulous game tonight.
Too easy, though. Bergenfield cannot have a lapse there on defense, and Russo just drove to the basket and put it off the glass. Way too easy.
I think Joey Russo has a season high of 24 points as Bustos just drains the jumper. But Russo scored 24 against Ridgewood back on January 20th. So he has a good chance to break that with still over 9.5 minutes left of basketball in this game.
Delavolpe, right wing to Lala. Lala, foul line extended to Russo. Russo pass intended for Travis Delavolpe, deflected by number 22 of Bergenfield, Akeem Carlisle. If you're just joining us, folks, 1:20 left here in the third quarter. 41-33 Wayne Hills here at the Gifford Gymnasium.
Another factor that could occur in this game, fatigue. Wayne Hills has a very short rotation. They're only playing 6 players.
So Lala will go to the line for 2.
Blocking foul on Bernard Bustos.
So this is Chris Wallace' first stop at the line tonight. Wallace played a very efficient game down in the post for the Patriots. And ever since the Ramsey game, he's really come on as a player, and he's really starting to develop and really tap his potential.
Rare miss by Chris Lala at the foul line. Chris Lala is known to be a pretty good free throw shooter from the charity stripe. So second attempt here by Lala. No good. Bustos falls on the ground, and Lala gets the rebound. And Coach Goldie is furious on the sideline.
Yeah, Lala should have kicked the ball back out, but he did. You can't take away his hustle there, going for the rebound. So that was a good job.
That was just great hustle there by Chris Lala to go get the ball after the missed free throws, because usually when people miss free throws, they get frustrated. Sometimes they don't hustle. But now Chris Lala is going to get a little breather as he's discussing the situation with John Goldstein. And Chris Lala, oh, sorry about that, Jason. Chris Lala has just been known for his hustle. I mean, his mother, Fran, his father, Joey, have really drilled it into him that you have to hustle, you have to really work hard. And they've helped mold Chris into the athlete that he is today.
We're in the final seconds here in the third quarter. Delavolpe to Russo. Russo drives back to Delavolpe from the top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound caught by Ogden and Dabrowski. Let's see where the possession arrow will go. It will be to Bergenfield. So 35 seconds left here. All of a sudden, the momentum shifting. Bergenfield is coming back. It's only a 6-point deficit.
Well, also, Wayne Hills, that's their big man, Chris Lala, out of the game now. He has 3 fouls. They're giving him a little breather. So let's see if Wayne Hills can hold down the fort defensively. Because offensively, we know Wayne Hills could shoot and they could slash to the hole. But defensively, where Bergenfield has bigger players on the floor, that's where Wayne Hills really have to bear down. But the good thing for Wayne Hills, number 13, Jerome Prosper, is out of the game. And look, Mr. Lala back in the game.
Travel there by Prosper, and Bergenfield's last possession. Shuffled his feet.
Actually, Prosper was in the game. My bad. Happens to the best of us, right, Jason?
Oh, of course. 14 seconds and counting here. Lacarica to Delavolpe. Delavolpe didn't even know the ball was coming at him. Lacarica at the top of the key. 7 seconds left. Puts up a long 3. No good. Rebound by Prosper. Bergenfield, 2 seconds left. Prosper from half court. No good. That would have counted, but no good. So we head to the final quarter, 41-35 Wayne Hills. Guys, what does Wayne Hills need to do in order to maintain this 6-point lead?
Well, once again, their defense has really stepped it up, only holding them to 35 points. But they got to kill some clock. I think that's key because they can't let Bergenfield pressure and put the game back into reach. And if they keep doing the job that they're doing, they're going to win this game.
Wayne Hills, they need to continue to run the fast break, get easy buckets, and when they drive to the hole, they need to get to the foul line. They have been very successful at the free throw line, and it's really created a lot of points for Wayne Hills. On the defensive end, they need to shut down number 13, Jerome Prosper, and also, I believe, number 24, Bernard Bustos, number 10, Marcus Malloy. They have had big nights from downtown, but they have really been non-existent in the last quarter or two.
Dave, you talked about these two teams earlier. They're both 3-7 in the league. This is a game for pride in both of their minds. Dave, in your mind, who do you think needs this win the more, Bergenfield or Wayne Hills?
Well, really, the state cutoff is basically, I believe, today or maybe next Thursday, so both teams basically have a 0 chance of making states. But Wayne Hills is in a rebuilding situation, and both teams lost by 20 in their last game. Bergenfield lost to Ramapo at Bergenfield, and Wayne Hills lost by 20 on the road to Mawa. So I would say both teams really need it, but Bergenfield, the seniors would like to go on a little run and at least go out on a positive note. But this Wayne Hills team, they're going to have everyone back next year, so they're building for the future.
So Delavolpe will inbound to Steve Lacarica, guarded by number 24, Bernard Bustos. Lacarica drives to the basket, puts up a 2. Gets to bounce it in. Steve Locarica, pretty move there. Bernard Bustos will take it up for Bergenfield. Going from right to left. Bustos drives in. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez to Dabrowski for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebounded there by number 22, Akeem Carlisle. It was no good, so he'll head to the line for 2.
Going back to that last play by Steve Locarica, he's just been a totally different player than the last time we saw him against Ramsey. Against Ramsey, he was settling for outside shots and driving to the hole. And when he drove to the hole, he was making his shots, but he settled for too many outside shots. And today, he's taken that pull-up jumper, and he's made it at least more than 75% of the time.
Both shots are good. The lead is cut to 6. An interesting note about Steve Locarica, guys, is that he's actually playing with a torn ligament in his left hand. I talked to him earlier today. He tore it in practice. He was going for a pass, and it just deflected off his hand. So he'll be wearing a cast, and if you see right here on the camera screen, he actually does have tape on his hand, so it doesn't look like it's bothering him too much, guys.
Oh, definitely not. He just had a great night here at the Gifford Gymnasium. One of many from Mr. Locarica.
Bergenfield taking their time on offense. Prosper for 2, air ball. Another interesting note about Wayne Hills, guys, is that this Saturday in the Passaic County Tournament as the 15 seed, they play the number 2 seed, DePaul, at DePaul. That's an intriguing matchup to watch, Dave. Who do you like to win that game?
Well, David, I'll let you go first.
Well, DePaul has just had a fantastic season. Chaz Servino has just been a monster for the DePaul Spartans. He's back playing after concentrating on football, and we'll see where he winds up with football. Syracuse University just offered him a scholarship, but he's considering Syracuse and Colorado. But DePaul has just been a powerhouse. They're a really good team. They're in their gym. This Wayne Hills team is rebuilding. Wayne Hills will look to put up a fight and maybe try to steal one as the pressure won't be on, but I think DePaul takes this one.
Yeah, I mean, DePaul's just too talented, as they have a sophomore name by the name of Justin Crossgile, who's absolutely tremendous, averaged over 20 points a game as a freshman last year on the varsity team, and he's just unbelievable. They have him, Greg Gillespie, Chad Servino, as David said, Dave Ulak, their big man who's about 6'7". I mean, Kamar Simmons, Shaquem Simmons. I mean, they have just a great roster, and I really don't think the Patriots, they can give them a run, but I still see DePaul winning, who are undefeated at home this year.
And I also don't think Wayne Hills has the size to match up with the Spartans, and the Spartans just have so much experience.
Nice feed there by Locarica to Lala as we get back to the action.
And also, the Wayne Valley Indians across town, they'll be pretty potent in the Passaic County Tournament. Charlie Rigoloso has just been filthy this year.
Yeah, they have been on a little decline, though. They have lost, I believe, 3 straight games.
Well, they have a great freshman in their system, Jason Rosenberg.
Yes.
That kid could really ball.
Yeah, Jay Rosenberg always was known. Yeah, he one of the few freshmen ever to play on the varsity level at Wayne Valley, as they are known to keep. Like Charlie Rigoloso did not even play as a freshman on the varsity level. So
Yeah, Jason Rosenberg played on Joey Brandel's PAL team. And Joey Brandel has just been racking it up for Wally Worlds at the freshman level. The freshman team undefeated this year.
no, they had their first loss yesterday.
Really?
They
Against
lost
who?
by 3 points to Mawa.
Oh, my God. I feel
They
terrible.
are now 11-1.
Well, if I was casting my vote for Freshman Coach of the Year, Wally World, Walter Johnson would get my vote.
Yes, he would.
I talked to him before the game, and we just had a great conversation. And he liked when I told him about his quote about
We see a good move there by Joe Russo. So let's get back to the action here, guys. Let's stop talking about Wally World.
Why, Jason, they're undefeated. They were undefeated this year, but they're having a great year, and he's really done a great job building up the lower level of that program. I mean, this is the quote of Wally World, Walter Johnson. Here it is. You guys will love this quote. There's a thing as a bad offensive night, but there is no such thing as a bad defensive night. The words of Wally World, Walter Johnson, right there.
Well, you know, I think the saying by Steve Locarica says it all. I spoke to him earlier today, and he said, quote, next year is our year. Mark my words. Heavy words there and strong words there. Strong beliefs by Steve Locarica for next year's basketball team.
Something to look forward to. I mean,
We'll be here in the Gifford doing some of the games.
they got talent. They're young. They can do it.
I mean,
But
this team, back to what you're saying.
But other people, I mean, I really think they're going to have their hands full Saturday, though. I mean, I don't think they are going to win because, I mean, DePaul's too deep. They got, besides Justin Crosdale, they got Marcus Crosdale, his brother, who's a junior, and I think the other night he had 18 rebounds, and he's 6'2", and he's their small forward. That just gives you an idea of the size that this team has. I mean, Ulak, he's 4-year starter. He's 6'7". I mean, he consistently grabs rebounds. They're 12-2 DePaul. They're a force to reckon with. They played Eastside earlier this year. They lost 45-40, and that just shows you they had a bad night. They're going to be something to reckon with. I mark my words. I think they're going to be the winners of the Passaic County tournament.
Speaking, Andrew, of Justin Crosgall, he actually is a childhood friend of guard for the Wayne Hills Patriots, Steve Locarica. They actually play on the Patterson Players together during the summer, so they're familiar with their ways, and that'll be an interesting matchup to watch.
Crosgall is a player.
Back to the action here. Oh, pretty move there by Bernard Bustos, up and under, so the lead is cut to 8 here with 4:30 left. Delavolpe in the right corner.
Bergenfield trying to put the pressure on Travis Delavolpe with the half-court trap.
Lacarica, no good. Rebound by Akeem Carlisle. Marcus Molloy for 2, and it is blocked by Chris Lala. Rebounded by Travis Delavolpe, and Wayne Hills will slow it up on offense. Delavolpe going from left to right, guarded by Marcus Molloy. Delavolpe dribbling to his right, waiting for a pick by Russo, but he won't do it.
So the Patriots, I think this is what they got to do. They got to melt the clock down in order to win this game.
Russo to Lacarica. Lacarica dribbles it back out to the top of the key to Delavolpe. Remember, there's no shot clock, folks, in high school basketball, so they can waste all the time they want. Lacarica, no good. Should have been a foul. He's upset. Bernard Bustos will push. Shuffled his feet. It'll be a travel, so Wayne Hills will have the possession arrow. 47-39, guys, if you're just joining us here at the Gifford Gymnasium. Wayne Hills has led basically throughout this game and are trying to maintain this lead.
What Wayne Hills needs to do now is run down the clock a little bit, but look for good quality shots. If you have a quality shot, take it. Do not pass it up. As Brian Ogden has one there, and he banks it off the glass for the deuce as the Patriots take a 49-39 lead and now lead by 10.
Great pass there by Travis Delavolpe. I mean, he gave the no look, and right there to Brian Ogden.
Speaking of Brian Ogden, guys, 2 games ago, he had a career day, 19 points against Hawthorne, as we see Bustos is 3 wide. But last year, Brian Ogden didn't even play basketball because he broke his ankle during football. This season, tries out, makes the varsity in a heartbeat, and is playing great. What do you think of Brian Ogden, guys?
Well, he's been an excellent player this year. He's a very smart player. He drives to the hole really well. He could shoot the outside J. What I like about him, great shot selection. He knows when to take the shot, when to pass up the shot, and he also plays great defense. I happened to play with him at the PAL basketball camp for 2 days until I suffered an injury of my own, a broken pinky. That was not a pleasant injury, but I really enjoyed playing with him. He had a lot of heart, and he really knew how to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, no, he is a very active player, and that's what I like about him. And his shot selection, as David said, is very good. He doesn't force bad shots, and he has a good shot to begin with.
And getting back to that bank shot by Ogden, when I talked to assistant coach Jonathan Goldstein before the game, he said that Ogden and Kale and Lacarica and Travis Delavolpe, a lot of the players are really working on their bank shots. And right there, you saw the art of the bank by Brian Ogden.
Russo to Lacarica. Bergenfield once again going with the full court pressure. Lacarica 5 floats it up to Delavolpe. Delavolpe to a wide open Russo for 2. Bank shot, no good. Dave, ironically, we're just talking about how the players have been working on their bank shots. We saw Joe Russo there, almost went in. Dave, you know your stuff.
Oh, yeah, well, the bank wouldn't give Joey Russo the deuce on that one, but Steve Lacarica off the glass for the deuce. Well, the bank has to be generous sometimes, Jason.
Bernard Bustos, a long 3. Bank iron, no good. Rebound by Hernandez. Hernandez to wide open Tapia, but blows the layup. Back up again. Good, and the foul. Tapia will head to the foul line for a chance for the 3-point play to cut the lead once again to 6.
I mean, that was just bad defense on the part of the Patriots to give up the first shot, but then for Tapia to get the rebound and let alone make the shot. Just a bad foul there.
Free throw is way short. Rebounded by Lala.
Big rebound there by Chris Lau. Otherwise, that could have been a 4-point swing for Bergenfield. That almost was over and back by Steve Lacarica.
Ogden for 2. Bank, no good. Rebound by Hernandez. Hernandez will push. Hernandez guarded by Ogden. Hernandez to Bustos for a wide open long 3. It's good! And the lead is all of a sudden cut to 3 with 1:57 left. Oh my goodness, guys. Bergenfield has come back.
That was way downtown there by Bernard Bustos. I know that's a long shot, but Wayne Hills, they have to get at least a face there. No one was even in the area, and now this is a tight game here. And Wayne Hills really has to clamp down on defense and try to get to the basket and at least draw a couple fouls and get to the line.
That was definitely NBA range, to say the least. I mean, he just unloaded and nobody in his face, and he just drained it. So now they're down by 3, and they have the press going, and the Patriots can't seem to handle it.
Wayne Hills has a tendency of blowing leads. This season, they have been in every game, as most people would say, but they tend to blow it down the stretch. 1:57 left here. Wayne Hills needs to tighten up the D, and they can't allow Bernard Bustos, their main three-point threat, to take those threes, or else it's going to be a long day for Wayne Hills, and they're going to blow this high lead.
Well, Wayne Hills has been in the games that Wayne Hills has won, they haven't won a game by more than 5 points, and that largest win was against Indian Hills. So in the closer games, they've done okay, but in a lot of their losses, they've just been blown out. Like, they lost by like 18 and 15 to Northern Highlands. They lost by over 20 at Mawa and at Ramapo. So they've been in a lot of blowouts, but in past years, I guess you could say, they've had trouble closing out some teams. But in the game that me and you did the second half of last year against the Fairlawn Cutters, that was just a great finish. Fairlawn had a last-second attempt to win the game, but they couldn't win it. And then Wayne Hills came out with, like, I think a 1-point victory against Fairlawn.
The two main things to watch for in this final 2 minutes are fatigue and experience. Wayne Hills has 4 sophomores on the floor compared to Bergenfield, who has 4 juniors and a senior. So Wayne Hills has the ball on offense. Del Volpe going from left to right. Del Volpe guarded tightly by Hernandez. Del Volpe to Lala. Lala back to Ogden. Ogden, right wing. Ogden, left wing to Russo. Russo, pump fake. Russo to Lacarica. Lacarica guarded by Joe Santana, getting his first action of the game.
Foul on the floor. I think it's on Wayne Hills.
And indeed is, and Bergenfield will have the ball.
Another factor here, turnovers. Wayne Hills has done a great job forcing a lot of turnovers here. If Bergenfield turns over the ball and Wayne Hills can get a basket, that would just be a nail in the coffin possibly for the Bergenfield Bears.
Bustos going from left to right. Bustos going to his right. Can't find an open man. Everyone's guarded tightly. Wayne Hills has a tenacious defense so far in this game. It'll be off Wayne Hills, and Bergenfield will remain on offense.
So burn timeout.
Smart play there by the Bergenfield head coach, trying to set up a play. He knows his team is down by 3. Three-pointer ties at 2. They have plenty of time to get a quick 2 and then hope all goes well on defense and then score the game-winning jumper, guys.
Oh, no, they don't have to go for a 3 here. Definitely not. They have a lot of time. They can work for a shot here, and they're playing really good defense. And, nobody's guaranteed to make all their free throws in high school basketball, so as long as they put the pressure on, they'll be in good shape.
The guys that Wayne Hills really has to watch closely on the perimeter are number 24, Bernard Bustos, and number 10, Marcus Malloy. Those guys could really rake from downtown.
So Bergenfield will take it inbounds. Hernandez looking for someone. And Bergenfield has to burn another timeout yet again. Tenacious defense by Wayne Hills yet again. Hernandez just couldn't find anyone. So Bergenfield has to burn what could be their last timeout.
This could be very costly for Bergenfield because later in the game, if they need to possibly advance the ball to half court, they will not have that timeout to do so. But great defense there by Wayne Hills, not allowing Bergenfield to inbound the ball. But I'm not sure what the limit is in terms of the number of fouls until you're in the penalty, but since it's under 2 minutes. So Wayne Hills, I guess they have another foul to give.
No, because then they'll go into one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
One-on-one.
So that one, that could help Wayne Hills now, but I wouldn't take one of those now. I'd wait a little longer to possibly foul.
Yeah, I don't think Wayne Hills would want to send them to the line.
No, I don't think so either. But when you're up by 3 later in the game, you don't want to allow Bergenfield to take a 3. And Bustos and Malloy are nifty from downtown.
Also, Wayne Hills has great three-point shooters. Like you said, Bustos and Malloy for Bergenfield. For Wayne Hills, they have a trifecta that could shoot the 3 ball. Brian Ogden, Joe Russo, Steve Lacarica, and don't count out Travis Del Volpe as well. He could shoot the 3 ball as well. So 3-point lead here for Wayne Hills. If you're just joining us, we're in an exciting matchup here at the Gifford Gymnasium. 51-48 Wayne Hills, 1:11 and counting remaining. Bergenfield has the ball. Hernandez. Back to Bustos. Bustos guarded by number 13, Travis Del Volpe. Picked by Hernandez. Bustos drives to the basket. Bustos for two. It's good. 51-50. The clock is running. It's a running clock in high school basketball. Gayo back to Lala.
Possession arrow looks like it's in Bergenfield's favor.
Yes, it is.
And it indeed will be Bergenfield ball. Costly turnover by Wayne Hills. And all of a sudden, the momentum is just shifting to Bergenfield.
Actually, Jason, just to make a correction, every whistle the clock stops, so it's not a running clock.
Well, it was running. I guess
Well,
I
it
forgot
was-
to stop it.
Mr. Mez, you must have forgot to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Hernandez tightly double teamed. And Bergenfield will call a timeout, I believe. Yes, they will.
Yes, they did call timeout.
I think that's their last one.
As the refs are straightening things out with Mr. Mezzi.
That's still a good call, though. That's a good call to get a timeout there because now they're only down by 1.
Bergenfield is on a 7-0 run. Wayne Hills was leading this 51-43 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And Bergenfield had just caught fire from the field and has made stupendous plays down the stretch.
Well, Mr. Bustos, Bernard Bustos, the junior guard, has just been on fire in the last couple minutes of this game, and he's just been carrying the Bears on his back. Any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email the Wayne Hills TV Club at WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. Once again, that is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. And if you're interested in getting a copy of this game, just drop off a DVD in room 115 and give it to Mr. Hookstreet.
Make sure the version is minus. We don't work with pluses. DVD minus.
Andrew, thank you very much. You know your stuff. I remember you aced that TV test for Mr. Hookstreet last year.
That was
TV3 test.
not much of a doozy, to say the least.
Well, Jason, when you take the TV3 test, remember now you know DVD minus. You can't get that wrong.
And if you do, I'm just not going to talk about the things that could happen.
Well, Dave, Andrew, let's get back to the action here. Now, if I'm Coach Jim Catalano, I think I would give the ball to your best ball handler in this moment, Steve Locarica.
It's Bergenfield ball, so.
Well, for the next drive.
Yeah.
And it is stolen by Steve Locarica, and he is fouled by number 11, John Santana. Santana didn't get much playing time in this game. Came in at around the 5-minute mark for Bergenfield, using him for his defensive presence. Bergenfield is not in the penalty, so Wayne Hills will take it out of bounds.
That was just an errant pass there by Santana, way over the head of the intended target.
And they
who
called
was
it
on a pass.
intentional foul.
It was an intentional foul because he grabbed his jersey when he was going for the ball.
Locarica shooting free throws. No good. That is a costly miss there for Steve Locarica. 2 free throws made would have made it a 3-point lead. Now the most it can be is a 2-point lead, and Bergenfield with the 3 can maybe win this game. Steve Locarica's second attempt is a crucial free throw. Swooshes it. 2-point lead for Wayne Hills, 52-50 with 44 seconds left.
I believe Wayne Hills also gets the ball since it was an intentional foul. Is that right?
Yes, they do.
So this is really costly for Bergenfield. It could have been a 5-point turnaround for Wayne Hills, but right now it's only 1 point for Wayne Hills. And also the possession arrow is in the favor of the Wayne Hills Patriots, which could favor them if there's a hustle for a loose ball.
So what John Goldstein said, too, was they wanted to hold him to 50 points. Well, right now they have him at 50 points, and in order for them to win, they had to hold him there.
That's an excellent point, Andrew. And now if I'm Jim Catalano in that huddle, I want to give it to my best free throw shooter. I want to give it to Steve Locarica or Joe Russo because they shoot it quite well from the charity strike. And basically, in these final 44 seconds, it's actually going to come down to the free throw shooting. If Wayne Hills sinks their free throws, then they'll end up with the victory. But if they can't hit the free throws, then Bergenfield will have a chance to win it.
What Wayne Hills has to do, they have to really take care of the ball. Do not try to force any passes. You're up by 2 points. Make smart decisions. If you see a shot, take it. But do not force any ill-advised shots. And also, try to drive to the hole and draw a foul. But in the last minute of a quarter or a half or a game, the refs really tend to let the players play. So what usually could be a foul in the middle of the first quarter may not be a foul in the last minute of a game because that's just the way the refs call these games.
Wayne Hills will send Brian Ogden, Joe Russo, Travis Delvolpe, Steve Locarica, and Jeremiah Kale out to the floor. Kale can't find anyone. He'll throw it back court to Steve Locarica. Dangerous pass there. Locarica will bring it up going from left to right. Locarica will take it back to the top of the key. Bergenfield must foul, and they do. Hernandez will foul Locarica.
That was their one foul to give.
So it'll be a side out here for the Patriots. Smart foul by the Bergenfield Bears because now they force the Patriots to have another side out, and Kale almost threw a bad pass there to Locarica. He had trouble getting the ball in.
Oh, and it is stolen by Hernandez. It's ball for and Russo. It'll be Bergenfield ball with 32 seconds left.
That was definitely the right call. I believe it was either Jeremiah or Joey Russo. It hit off their leg, I think. So the refs got the right call.
This has become quite a thriller here at the Gifford.
52-50 Wayne Hills, 32 seconds left. Bergenfield will inbound. Oh my goodness. The wheels have turned on Wayne Hills. Bernard Bustos to inbound it. Malloy going from left to right, guarded by Locarica. Malloy back to the best shooter. Bustos for three, no good. Put up no good, rebound Kale, and he is fouled by Bustos.
Golden opportunity there for the Bergenfield Bears, but they could not put up the easy basket. They had it. They had the opportunity. They had a two-pointer right by the basket, and they couldn't convert.
When Bustos missed that three, Tapia got the rebound and had a chance to tie this game. Was guarded tightly by Jeremiah Kale, and he just missed the layup. That could be costly for Bergenfield with 20 seconds left. So Kale here to shoot 2 free throws. First one up.
Actually, it's a one-on-one situation.
No good, but rebound by Brian Ogden. And he is fouled by Bustos and Malloy.
Brian Ogden is just fantastic at doing the little things. Right there, boxing out and getting the offensive rebound. And now he has a chance to possibly make 2 free throws and possibly put the nail in the coffin on this Bergenfield team.
Well, it's a one-on-one again, so we'll see what happens.
Heads up play by Brian Ogden. Brian Ogden, first free throw up at the one-on-one. He needs to make this. It is no good. Rebound by Tapia. Malloy will push. Malloy guarded by Locarica. 12 seconds of counter left. Malloy, no good. Rebound Lala. And Lala has the ball and he is fouled by number 22, Akeem Carlisle. So Lala will head to the charity strike. 52-50. Bergenfield had their second chance, Dave and Andrew, to score, to tie up this game, to send this game to overtime, but couldn't convert. So I believe it will be indeed a 1-and-1 again. So Lala will shoot his first one up.
This is quite a thriller.
It's still over with that. If he misses this, Bergenfield still has a shot.
Free throws up, and it is good.
Huge shot there by Chris Lala. As a timeout is called, I believe, by Wayne Hill. So even if Chris Lala does not make this free throw, it's still a 3-point game, and now you force Bergenfield to take a 3.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but right now, Coach Katz just talking about, okay, if he makes a shot or if he doesn't make the shot, what defense are going to get back in? How are they going to put pressure on? Because we all know that there's a man in there named Mr. Malloy who can shoot the 3-point ball for the Bergenfield Bears. And this will be key if the Chris Lala hits the free throw.
You cannot forget Mr. Bustos. He's been draining them from downtown all day.
What could end up hurting Bergenfield in this game, guys, is that I believe they have no timeouts. They called 3 timeouts down the stretch due to that Wayne Hill's tenacious defense. So if Bergenfield, with their big man, Pedro Tapia, number 43, gets the rebound, they're going to need to push it up fast because they have no timeouts left.
Like I said before, if they used all their timeouts earlier on, and when it came down to it, if they needed a last-second shot to try to tie or win this game, they wouldn't have the timeouts to call. So now they will really have to box out, get a rebound, and get down the floor quickly. But a couple of days ago, the New Jersey Nets, they ran out of timeouts. Utah missed a free throw. I forgot who was shooting. And Vince Carter made a 3-point goal from 35 feet out, and the Nets won the game. So it's definitely doable.
This is a crucial free throw. This can make it a 2-possession game for Wayne Hills.
Well, it's basically the nail in the coffin, in my opinion, for the Bergenfield Bears. So Chris Lala makes this free throw.
The free throw to win it. It is good. Cool on the other side of the pillow. Malloy, they have 4 seconds left. Back to Bustos. Bustos for 3. It's good, but it doesn't matter. This game's over. Wayne Hills wins it 54-53 in a thriller. Wayne Hills had this lead 51-43 with the 2-minute mark. and they actually blew this lead and could have lost this game in 2 times in this game. Bergenfield just couldn't convert on 2 layups, so Wayne Hills prevails. Guys, what do you think of this game?
Well, Chris Lala came up clutch in the last minute, making the 2 free throws and making it a 2-possession game, because if Chris Lala didn't make that last free throw, Bergenfield could have tied up this game. But Wayne Hills, they ran the fast break. They got easy baskets today. They played good defense, and they really did a nice job today getting their shots and getting to the foul line, and they were able to convert and get a lot of points.
Well, I mean, it was just a great game, a real treat to watch. And Wayne Hills, they played very much better basketball today than they have in the past couple of weeks. And if they keep it up, I mean, they're going to have a good run. I mean, they can give DePaul a run on Saturday. Let's just hope for the best.
Andrew, Dave, Wayne Hills ends their losing streak, and we will wrap it up here at the Gifford Gymnasium. Once again, folks, final score, Wayne Hills 54, Bergenfield 53. For Andrew Gayo, David Suntup, Kyle Katine, Aaron Ploshnick, and Bobby Gross, I'm Jason Oliphant signing off. Have a good night, everyone.